Hello everyone, welcome back to McCamey Farming Outdoors. We're coming to you today over here in the wood yard. Brought over some of these oak sawmill logs that we cut up a couple videos ago. So got those back over here at the wood yard. Got one of them here in the wood barn. Got it sitting here ready to load up, and I've got the other one sitting over here behind these pole logs that I brought over. While I was over there and it was dry, I went ahead and picked up this oak log and the hickory one behind it, and it's been laying over there for probably 2 or 3 months. We cut that up back in the fall, back when it was a blowdown, and we went ahead and cut it up. So yeah, I got this one over here, got it kind of staged up here in the wood barn, and been doing a little bit of cleaning up over here. As you can tell, the only thing we've got really here is the one basket of bundled wood that we started on. I've got it in the dry, and then we've got all of the baskets outside now. So I'm working on some things here in the wood barn. Be a different video, but I needed to clean this space out and open this up. So got it cleaned out and working on a few things. Like I said, got the bundled wood there, splitter here. Still got all the rounds over here. But yeah, just doing some different things. I wanted to get those over here, like I said, while it was dry. And then I've got a gentleman that's local to me who has a sawmill, and it's a homemade sawmill that he's made, and I reached out to him, and he's going to come pick those up, and that way they're not going to sit over there and rot. I'd rather him get some use out of it and make some usable material out of it. So hopefully we can get those loaded up the next couple of days, and he can get to working on those, and maybe we can go over and check out his operation and see him doing a little bit of milling. So a few videos back I mentioned that my plan was to one day make this. I'm wanting to put a sawmill right here, and we'd mentioned, you know, taking this center pole out and putting some kind of a support across there. But that's my plan. That's my ultimate goal, is to put a sawmill here. It's 24 feet long. It's really accessible. It's out of the weather. Good concrete pad to work off of. So that is my long-term plan, but right now it's just not. I didn't want to hold on to these logs and then sit here and just get rotten. And so for right now, I figured it was best to let someone else have those that can use them. So that's the plan, and let's see what we can get into. Stay with us, guys. See how heavy this thing is here. This is a pretty good sized little log. I think we cut it about 11 and a half feet long, so it's not quite as big in diameter as that first one we got out of here, but it's pretty chunky, so not too bad. Pretty good size, but not too bad for the Kubota. Just got to get it back over to the house now, and then we'll be good shape. Got those little long branches trimmed off this thing, so make it a little easier to load and handle. Not a bad log. I think it's well worth using. Try to cut this other knot off once I get it down here where it's a little bit flatter and a little easier to handle. If I can get it turned over there to where I want it to be. A little bit far. See if I can get it rolled back down here. The spray is going to do that. Maybe it'll roll back. It's a big piece of wood. There we go. That'll work. At least it's back on the timbers now. I can get under it. This log here was kind of a bonus log. I didn't think I'd be able to get to it. It's actually a good looking log. I cut it at 8'6", so there's not hardly any knots or anything in it. So I'm pretty pleased with how it looks. Should make some good material. Like I said, if I can, there we go. Oh, that couldn't have worked out any better right there. Just kind of rolled right up there where I wanted it. Very good. Yeah, that one's going to make some good lumber right there. It's a good straight log. So, like I said, that was kind of a bonus. I didn't really expect to be able to get that one out of there, but once we got some of that material pushed up there out of the way, I was able to cut it off there. So, and that only leaves probably 6 feet to the root ball, so that's about all we can get out of that unless we clear all this stuff out of the way. So that might be later on down the road someday, but for right now we're not gonna mess with any more of this one. So yeah, as you can kind of see there's not a whole lot. I don't even know really for sure if there's an 8-foot log left there by the time it gets back there to the root ball. So I think we've pretty much got about the most we can get out of this one, like I said, without going through and getting rid of all this stuff around it, which right now I'm not going to fool with. So we'll get this log back over to the wood barn, and then like I said, that big poplar is right through there, so that's the one that I do want to get eventually. So that's the plan for the future. So we'll just have to get in here and work around this stuff and try to drag it out that other end. Like I said, we kind of got lucky on this log. I wasn't really expecting to get it out. Kind of ran out of time last night. And it was supposed to start raining last night pretty heavy. And we ended up not getting very much at all. So I was able to get back over here this morning and get this out without making too big of a mess. And then it's supposed to storm again tonight. It's possibly some tornadoes. So we got lucky getting this one out. Otherwise it could have been weeks before we got out of here with it. So fortunate that it held off enough to get out of here. So I'm gonna guess this log is probably 26, 27, 8 inches diameter. So 8'6" long, and this Kubota 8540, it handles it like it's not even there. So does really well. Of course, it's not 100% wet, just fell either. So I realize that it's a little bit lighter than if it was truly green red oak. This is still a pretty good sized log, and for this thing to be able to handle it like it does, I'm pretty pleased. So. And that's without any ballast on the back. That's just empty tractor. So it does really well. It's kind of big to get around sometimes, but when you need it for something like this, it really pays off. So it looks like it's starting to pick up raining a little bit, so this probably worked out about as good as it was going to work out. I'm sure glad they didn't get out, because I would have never got them up over here in all this good green grass. They would have not wanted to come back. Down here without it rolling. These landscape timbers aren't very tall. I think it's gonna work out though. Oop, no, still under it. There we go. All right. Good deal. Be right there all the way. We can snatch it up when he gets here and load it up.
That's going to wrap it up for today. We weren't able to get this third log here on the trailer. Just wasn't enough room, and I wasn't quite sure if the trailer would really handle it. So, because those other two were pretty good size. This one here is 8'6", and on the end down here it's 27 inches in diameter. So, pretty good size red oak log. And the other one was the butt of the tree, and it was, I think, 29 to 30 in diameter. So another really good size log. And then the other was we cut it 11 feet, and I think it was around 22 to 24 inches in diameter. So it's pretty good logs. Anxious to see what kind of material he makes out of them. I want to go over there and get with him and look at his sawmill and kind of go through some things. And he said anytime. So I appreciate Mr. Overton coming over and taking those logs and doing some work with them. And we may try to shoot some video over at his place one day when we go over there and check out his mill. So I'll leave a link. Actually, I'll put his Facebook page here for Overton Sawmilling, so you can go check him out. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for today. I appreciate y'all hanging out with us, and we'll catch you on the next one.